Well rising to you all. A wise one once said, a person is unable to bring to bear the resources of their life upon any single end. But when they surrender and now have a new center which takes form of a central demand, then their powers are pooled, are focused, it may be directed to achieve impossible ends. The word surrender is actually terrifying, frightening, and sometimes infuriating. I myself sometimes struggle with this word surrender. Generally speaking, when I hear surrender, I think of giving up. However, surrender in the context of this wise one's quote is actually saying quite the opposite. It's saying keep moving forward. The thing about actually getting things done, the thing about getting resources pooled, the thing about getting focused, all of these things happen when we actually surrender to a process. We have to realize that the universe is very, very malleable. Everything that has ever existed, everything that will exist, are all happening right now. Every single instant contains the potential for everything to exist. The only difference is those things have to be transferred from this infinitely malleable, infinite, invisible, visible substance to a form that is comprehensible to the five senses. Meaning that it has to come from spirit form, like an idea that's inside of your mind, to a form that is tangible by your fingers and your hands. Meaning it's got to come into time. So, it's only a matter of time for our goals to actually be met when we surrender to a process. And this surrendering to a process actually means allowing whatever form of energy, whatever form of process, whatever form of ideas, whatever form of progression that is needed to take place for your idea to come to pass, to go do it. Meaning to be willing to let it flow. To let your idea take a life of its own and don't allow you in your ego self to control the means. If you have an idea, meaning you saw it in your mind, that means that thing comes from the infinite potential source. And if we want this infinite potential source to come into a finite hand, kinetic hand, we need to allow the infinite potential source show us the way. Meaning, we need to come from the place of the idea, not from the place of our hands. If we stay focused on whatever our idea is and allow our focus to simply inspire us to move and be free to go move wherever we are led, without judgment, without fear, without condemnation, we will go get it done. This is how all of the infinite resources get pooled. This is how luck comes into play. This is how all of those divine interventions actually work. Miracles will take place when we move. But when we move, allowing the Spirit to lead us. Meaning to keep the idea in mind and not you. Keeping the end goal in mind and not you. Keeping the invisible inspiration the focus and not your current circumstance. And when we do that, we will achieve whatever goal much more efficiently than if we do it the other way around. So the choice is always ours. We can try to do it on our own, or we could do it coming from the inspiration of the source and allow source to be our lead. Here is our affirmation. My good is complete. It is finished. It is now here and is conscious of me and of mine. I do not have to wait for my good. It is at hand and ever ready to spring forth and to express itself to me. I accept my good and gladly acknowledge it to be my daily companion. My good is mine now, and I can see it and feel it and know it. Today, I claim my good. This is your reminder to self. Blessings.